There we go.
Welcome everyone.
So,
Jasmine,
huh?
technically I'm the one that asked you to make this, and we probably should have done this on my channel, but here we are now.
Oh, there's your woman.
Babe.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like how I just Stephanie shows
Sorry
up and I
about
said,
that.
"Hey, there's your woman."
I heard that.
Cody
Anyways,
starts in the street.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Now.
so
Now
let's
to the-
start
now-
talking.
Now
So-
to the topic at hand.
Yep.
Tell me, you two, what are the absolute most bad and worst things that you've ever done? Think very carefully.
I don't know. Sorry.
What about you, Jasmine?
I think it's one of the bad things I've done is that I kind of stole my mom's credit card.
What?
And what?
It
was when I was a kid. I was
What?
a kid.
Very reasonable. We've all done crimes when we were children in some way or another.
Yeah.
Wait, have you committed crimes when you were younger, babe?
I can't remember really.
Let's see. Well, Stephanie here is the saint out of the three of us, and you stole your
Hold
mom's
on a
credit.
sec. I only said I don't remember doing anything. That doesn't mean I'm pretty sure I haven't
Well,
done anything bad as a child.
Well, you have no idea what you've done, and Jasmine stole her mom's credit card when she was 10. And, well, I basically didn't...
It was actually like between like 13 or 14. I don't fucking remember.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. Foolish decisions we've all done as children. The worst things that I can actually be accused of are, well, being a selfish and idiotic child. Okay? Like, I'll tell you this. When I was, around 10 when I was around 10 to 16, I stole money from my parents. And you want to know why I did it? I did it to get a few candy bars. That wouldn't even last me that long. And then I would steal more money to get more food for myself. And that food wasn't particularly healthy. Okay? I was a selfish child, concerned on my own selfish choices. Okay?
Yeah, very
I got
responsible things.
Okay? What did you use the credit card for, Jasmine?
I don't know. This is fuck, I don't know. It's fucking complicated.
Well, did you use it to buy food for yourself?
Something like that.
Was that food healthy for you?
Oh, hey, Mitzi.
Oh! Hi, Mitzi. Wait, hold on. How come I wasn't seeing the chat notifications?
I don't know.
There we go. Oh my god, I couldn't hear you guys for a second.
Yeah. And
Hey,
you also want to
by
know
the way,
some...
babe,
What?
Oh, sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well...
So, didn't you say that, Mitzi and Max would be here too?
Well, maybe if they weren't already busy. Like Mitzi up until this point has just gone I don't know. Oh, but Mitzi wasn't answering my texts, and Max, he was probably busy today.
Yeah, figures.
So it might just be us.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
And anyways, as I was saying, I also I didn't like my at first I did like my little brother and siblings, and I played with them for a while at church. But then, as they grew up, they started to get more and more annoying, and I started to get more and more fed up with them. And, well, I didn't make the most smart or responsible choice, and I unknowingly, as a child, abused my smaller siblings. I'm not proud of that. Okay.
That explains why you haven't responded to your Discord, Mitzi. She
Oh.
was down.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, is apart from all of that, I was also
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Okay, like, apart from being in a semi-abusive older brother and a stealer of my parents' money, I was also an incredibly stupid boyfriend to you, Jasmine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. And also, Mitzi, did you saw Lulu's live stream?
Oh yeah.
Did you saw it?
Yeah, I also saw it. In fact, I watched it earlier today, and well, there wasn't really much of...
I couldn't hear you guys again.
Oh. Yeah, anyways, as I was saying, I did watch Lulu's live stream earlier today, and, well, there wasn't really much else to note, but I still had that underlying feeling of dread in my soul. In fact, speaking of horrible things, I want to dump onto all of you some history of men that were evil because of their circumstances. Like, think about it. We all made bad or evil choices here. Some of us don't remember. Others of us weren't proud of the choices we made. Like me, I am the most evil out of the three of us. Yet I still repented for my sins, and I'm still a good, empathetic, and compassionate person to this day. Because I learned from them. I got the luxury of being evil through my own choices, and I got the luxury to learn from them and become a better person in my 18 short years. So tell me, Jasmine, did you learn from your evil choices?
Yeah, and I was and also forgot to mention, when I was in middle schooler, I was like kind of a I was kind of a jerk. Well, not kind of a I was kind of acting like a jerk.
Oh yeah, I also acted like that in middle school. Oh, but then...
And if I saw my younger self, I would,
what?
And I would actually punch my younger self.
Yeah. Also, there was that one point in my life when I was like 8, when I was just a little bit sexist, but then my little sister kicked me in my crotch, and I learned my lesson very quickly. So, in other words, don't mess with women, okay? Or they will kick you straight in the nuts.
Yes. Especially with someone that's Mexicans.
Yep. Wait. Yep. That's crazy, Mitzi.
Yeah.
But let me tell you about two people. Sorry.
Once we figure out what to do with ourselves, we decide to to reflect on it, and it really helped. We're trying to be the better persons, better people.
Yeah. Like when I was especially younger in my mid-teenage years, I was extremely lazy. Like, I'm still lazy to this day, but not to the same degree. Like I would often ignore my parents' instructions and just do something else, and I took no pleasure in doing the chores. But whenever my parents weren't around,
You're a thing.
oh my god.
Jesus.
Anyways,
For the
but
love
whenever
of...
my parents well, we can hear her, but she can't hear us.
Yeah.
Um,
That's just fucking fantastic.
but you know, whenever my parents weren't around and I would freely choose to do chores and tasks myself without them telling me what to do, I actually found genuine joy and pleasure in doing those tasks. Okay, babe, can you hear us?
Yes. I switched to my phone because I don't know if it was my iPad that was like, I don't know, having this problem. But let's just hope switching to my phone helps.
Well,
I
okay.
I am like really frustrated right now.
Well, good thing it's all cleared up, right, babe?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh.
there is a difference between the three of us and the conquerors and evil men or evil historical figures of the past.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Temujin, or as you two would probably know him as, Genghis Khan. Temujin was just a young little boy. His mother was kidnapped by raiders, and, well, his mother's supposed husband was never seen again. You see, in the ancient Mongolia, during the 11th century, or the 1100s during the Dark Ages, in Mongolia, life was hard on the steppe. It's not an actual steppe, but it's like a Steppe, I think. But the reason why the raiders kidnapped Temujin's mother, Olun, yeah, that's her name, they wanted to, the leader of these raiders wanted to acquire a second life. A second wife. Yeah, and okay, wait. Oh, Temujin's father, his name was Yisuge. Yisuge, he wasn't a great father, and I have no idea if he was a good husband or not. But the fact that he decided to take a second wife, who was barely more than a teenager, yes, Olun was like,
oh, hey, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
Oh. Hi, Ashley. But anyways, Isuke, he probably wasn't a faithful husband to his first wife, who already had like 3 children who were Temujin's half siblings, and Yisuge kidnapped a 14 or 15-year-old Olun to be his second wife, and yeah, life on the steppe was kind of messed up, and Yisuge was like in his late 20s or early 30s when he kidnapped Olun. And then eventually Temujin was born. But then, and one day Yisuge decided to sit down with some warriors, and those warriors, for revenge for something Yisuge had done, poisoned him. The poison didn't kill him right away, but he lived home long enough to die in...
Mitzi saw Lulu's live stream, and she said that it sounded shitty.
Yeah, I sensed it. Okay, but like,
Yeah, same. When I first started and heard it, and I can sense something is definitely something behind it. Like it's a mask.
Yeah, like at first,
It's like they're masking it.
yeah, but strangely enough, Lulu was good at it. Like Lulu sounded genuine at first, but I still had this underlying feeling of dread when they spoke.
And the
Like-
other person was literally defending her.
Oh yeah, I did
Yeah.
saw like, and Lula
That's
was
what
also,
Mitzi said.
and Lula is also saying that she was inspired, but that doesn't mean that she had to copy Lulu's character to make it look like a ripoff or Lulu's clone of the
Could
character.
be anyone.
Like,
Okay.
you know
Really?
what she could have done? She could have had the color palette and pick a color with what to make their character more original rather than a ripoff.
Yeah, anyways, back to the history lesson. When
Mhm.
Yasuge died, Olun surprisingly provided not just for her children, but for the entire extended family. That was Yasuge's first wife and Yasuge's first 3 children. They went to the mountains to survive and forage, but it was harsh and difficult. There wasn't enough sufficient pasture for animals, so they couldn't milk goats or eat other animals. They had to hunt for birds and chase rabbits across ice.
Mhm.
They were safe, but they weren't exactly living prosperously or gloriously. But then one day, while Temujin was hunting for birds, his older half brother decided to be a total dick and snatch up the bird, proving his superiority in the family. And Temujin and one of his younger siblings, I don't know if it was one of his half siblings or his other actual siblings that were from his mother Olun, but yeah, Temujin and one of his younger siblings killed their eldest brother, and with him out of the way, that made Temujin and the eldest sibling in the family. But when Temujin and his younger sibling went to their mother Olun could tell that they murdered their older brother, and that was never really brought up again until Temujin met his brotherly figure. They're not like actual brothers, but the boy's name was Jamuka. In their childhood, they swore to be blood brothers, cutting their thumbs and mixing their blood, in a sense. And they enjoyed a lot of fun together, like trading the knuckle bones of sheep as dice. Yes, that's a thing in the ancient steppe, and well, they also hunted together and played on the ice. And then when they grew up into teen.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What's up with your woman, Lagila? What's up with your woman?
But anyways. When Temujin and Jamuka were like around 14 or 15, they swore her brotherly friendship for the second time.
I am literally going to scream right now.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm having so many problems.
Anyways, one day.
I swear, if Ashley clips it, I'm gonna lose it.
Oh my god, no.
Anyways,
stop that.
One day, Temujin's sin for killing his older brother caught up with him, and he was captured and put in some stocks. And was a prisoner at the age of like like 17 or 16. I forget which, but Temujin, being the clever and sly teenager that he was coincidentally put in the care of a young, maybe 8-year-old guard that was easily distracted. And when he saw his opportunity, Temujin swung his stalks around, escaped, hiding in some bushes, and his captors, thinking he had run away, chased after him. But really, Temujin was just hiding in the bushes. And then years later, but then, actually, wait, around 8 years old or something, before Yasuge died, Yasuge wanted to marry off Temujin to a young family's daughter. That daughter's name was Borte, and she would be Temujin's wife, in a sense. Like, in ancient steppe tradition, it's mandatory for the husband and the future husbands of their future wives to work a number of years to help provide for the wife's family, which is somewhat good, but then technically it is child labor because, like, Temujin was around 8 or 10 at the time. But hey, it's a nice thing to instill within your children some sort of work ethic to provide for the family. But then, and later, Temujin wanted to find his supposed wife, and well, actually, I kind of forgot this part of the story. Like somehow, Borte was captured, and Temujin went to Ong Khan. He was the current reigning Khan of the area, and he was a friend. And Ong Khan was a friend of Yasuge. Like, when Yasuge and Ong Khan worked together, they were a force to be reckoned with. And the last time they worked together was to challenge Ong Khan's uncle and overthrow him. They successfully overthrew him. But then Temujin and Ong Khan and returning brotherly figure Jamuka decided to work together to find Temujin's wife Borte and try to save her from her captors. Now, this part of the story for me gets a little muddy. Like, Jamuka was like waiting for Ong Khan and like Temujin was waiting for Ong Khan and Jamuka to arrive, and they were late. Then they went around on the camp looking for Borte and slaying anyone that got in their way. And Jamuka and Borte found each other, but somehow Borte was raped by her captors. And yes, this is an actual historical story, somewhat. And then
yeah, actually. When you hear Lulu's tone, it does sound genuine, but on the end, it does sound like that she does sound genuine, but on the inside, you know something is behind it.
What was that?
The fuck was that?
Anyways, a number of years down the line, and Temujin becomes Temujin Khan, leader of his own Mongol tribe, and he's successfully together with his wife Borte, and well, somewhere along the line, a rift started to grow between the blood brothers that are Temujin and Jamuka. They, in fact, Jamuka is what we'd call a traditionalist, keeping to all and old traditions of the steppe, which include rape, capture, looting, pillaging, and killing, without letting anyone advance to higher prospects. Okay, Jameca was also kind of an aristocrat. Yeah, and well, also a number of years down the line, Jameca and Temujin ended up fighting each other. And in one way or another, Ong Khan betray, and in one way or another, Ong Khan betray Temujin.
Oh God.
No, hold on. I'm doing something.
Okay, anyways, as I was saying, Temujin went on various raids against other tribes, trying to integrate them into what he calls the Great Mongolian Nation, or the Great Mongol Nation, or whatever you want to call it. What he basically did was find and kill everyone in the camp, take a few prisoners, and
okay.
And they would kill anyone they needed to, and anyone that survived, Temujin would grant rewards to. Like he would kill and take a few key prisoners, welcome and integrate those that survived, and save the looting afterwards. Okay, here's something you need to know about Temujin Khan. If you betray him, he will fulfill a promise to come and kill you and all you care for. But if you swear fealty and loyalty to him, there are great rewards. Or at least the rewards that can be found on the steppe, like silk, silver, swords, great quality food for the time, and, well, yeah. Actually, let's stop from the story for a little while. Genghis Khan was evil because he needed to be. The ways of the steppe are cruel, harsh, vicious, and absolutely merciless. And Temujin was just a young child that wanted to change the world for the better. But the road that he would go down would be a bloody and tragic one. Here's something I forgot to mention. When Yisuge died, Alun, Yisuge's first wife, and her children were left behind by their tribe, and an old man took pity on them. And for that pity, that old man was run through with a spear, and Temujin witnessed that tragedy at around 8 years old. So yeah, Temujin was definitely going to grow up with a lot of trauma in his mind, and that trauma would turn him into one of the most vicious and powerful conquerors of the time, Genghis Khan. And after a long, hard-fought battle between Jameca and Temujin decided to take the name Genghis Khan as the new universal ruler, or the Great and Master Khan.
How long is this story, anyways?
It's almost over.
Okay,
actually.
I'm not bored or anything. I was just saying.
Well, I'm not the greatest historical recapper, but the history is not what's most important. It's the psychology behind a real historical figure, or that was once a gentle boy turned old man. And that old man, in his late 40s, at around the height of his power, he decided to keep conquering. After all the tribes he had killed, murdered, stolen loot from, and integrated the others into his great Mongol nation, he couldn't stop conquering Genghis Khan. He didn't know if I don't know if he wanted to stop conquering or if he couldn't stop conquering. But either way, at some point in his life, he had to consider how much blood he spilled. Because through the actions of others or by his own direct action, he killed millions. Okay? Hundreds of thousands at the least, and their blood is on almost all of the Mongolian nation. Okay? When he was an old man, his three eldest sons, or just his three sons from his wife Borte, they fought and bickered a lot. Or at least the first two. I forgot their names, but the third one, he was a hard drinker. You know, he was mellow. All he wanted to do was just have good vibes and smell the flowers. And while the two eldest brothers fought, Genghis Khan wanted to sort them out. So he organized a great hunt after all his conquering years, after drowning the cities, besieging them, killing millions more, and decapitating the high-powered and the wealthy. And yeah, Genghis Khan hated wealthy people. Not that he was ever wealthy himself, despite him being the Master Khan. Okay, he would be the first one into battle and the last one out. Kinda, but like still, his rule of rewarding loyalty and punishing betrayal and or deceit would still hold firm. And even though he was old, he still wanted to mellow the relations between his sons. So, in keeping with his hunting skills and how his family divided up the food, and yeah, there's this thing in the hunting tribes of the Mongolian steppe, where if you kill a bunch of animals, then the food of those animals would get divided up. And he applied that strategy to raiding, pillaging, and looting, which was surprisingly good. I haven't detailed all the story elements and everything that happened in Genghis Khan's life, but the point is, he organized a great hunt, and that hunt mellowed the relationship between his sons, and all three sons got 1/3 of their territory of the Mongol nation, and the third son became ruler of all three of them somehow. Oh, but here's another thing about Genghis Khan. Unlike Hitler, his death was quite mysterious. Some say he got raped and killed by a sex worker. Some say he took an arrow to the knee. Some say, hey, his horse trampled him to death. And others say he died of heat stroke when trying to conquer other territories. But the one likely theory that I find to be most likely true is that Genghis Khan died of old age. He was in his late 60s or early 80s at the most, and that is prime time for anyone to die at old age. Okay, wait, hold on a second, guys. I'll be back.
Wait, what? Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry.
Back.
But speaking of mysterious deaths, let's get to Hitler, arguably the most tragic out of the two. You see, Hitler's dad, Alois Hitler Sr., was a real piece of work.
Oh my god,
And by
let's
piece of
see.
Wait, what?
Look at
Oh.
Meow.
Anyways, as I was saying, Alois Hitler Sr. was a horrible father to Hitler. Okay? Hey, like, okay, how do I explain this? Alois had 2 wives before Hitler's mom. And when he finally got to Hitler's mom, Adolf Hitler's mom was technically Alois's cousin, specifically his second cousin. Yes. Add that to the list of crimes that the asshole known as Alois Hitler Sr. has done. Okay? Okay, all this history is... Yes, I'm going over how evil and tragic Adolf Hitler was. Okay? You see, when Adolf was just a boy, his older 14-year-old brother left because of how abusive his father was, which gave 7-year-old Adolf a chance to pick up the slack. And by pick up the slack, I mean mow the lawn when he was just a child. Mow the lawn when he was just a child. Not right now, princess.
Not they made a live stream and like a few days ago.
Around 10 or 11 days ago.
Yeah, but
She made an announcement video?
live. She went to live.
Oh. And anyways.
About
it was like them discussing about the drama that they created. Yep. I sent the link to their live stream.
Anyways, as I was saying, Adolf Hitler wasn't a monster or a completely evil man. He was once an innocent boy that was abused by his father, abandoned by his eldest sibling, and even though his mother loved him very much, she died, leaving him alone with his father. But by that point, Alois Sr. was just an old man and just kind of let go of punishing Adolf severely. And then he died like a bitch. Via lung hemorrhage. Because of his old age. And you know what? Alois deserved to die of that lung hemorrhage for being an awful father and literally inbreeding with his second cousin. Yeah, that actually happened. His second cousin is Adolf's mother. But then, Adolf actually used to get high grades in his school. Okay, he was a star. But when he got older, he started failing his classes. And that was around the time when his younger brother, whom he loved very much, died. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
And you want to know what kind of pisses me off about people depicting Hitler?
Huh.
They depict him as an evil monster that came out of nowhere and just did evil things. They don't bother to look at the historical nuances or his backstory. Remember Brandon Rogers' web series Blame the Hero?
Yes.
That series was fantastic and funny, but I get why they made Hitler this. I get why Brandon Rogers made his version of Hitler this this monster that had
I
children
mean,
and
from what I've learned about him, I actually do see him as like this evil person.
yeah, he is, but really he's tragic. Okay, I'm not going to support him or call him a good person. I just want to tell all of you how he was brought into this world, how this world and how he reacted to its horrible situations turned him into a megalomaniac and a nationalist and, well, an evil man. Like, Hitler may have been a bad person, but he was still a person. Okay, like, he wasn't some evil monster that came out of nowhere and was slain by a great hero. He just committed suicide in his own bunker when he saw that his grand vision of Germany wouldn't come true. Okay? Sure, he may have been a racist, but there was a reason that he was a racist. Okay?
Yeah.
He believed that the other lesser races got in the way of Germany. These lesser races, including the Jews and well, okay, I forgot which others, but anyone that wasn't a pure German Aryan were just absolutely put into concentration camps or just was executed.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I won't talk about like the World War II history. I'm only going to talk Hitler's life. Okay, like he was in his early 20s and late teen years. He was on the streets and actually making good postcard art. But then he was drafted into World War I as a soldier and probably had a child with a French woman, but that's not confirmed. And that's not important in his overall story. The point was Hitler participated in World War I as a German soldier, and he actually loved it. He considered it the best time of his life, not because he committed violence, but because he formed friendships and brotherhoods with his fellow soldiers. In fact, that's about all you can do in the military besides just fire, shoot guns, kill people, and get PTSD. Okay? The only practical thing you can really do is just do your job, make friends, and form family friendships. Okay? And if there are two things I don't want to be, it's being bored to death or just slaughtering people. Okay? Being a monster and being bored to death are not things on my bucket list. And nor will I put them on my bucket list. But anyways, Hitler created the Nazis because he wanted to reign in Germany and completely tear apart the Treaty of Versailles. Like, the Treaty of Versailles is the real cause of World War II. Okay, like after World War I, Germany was absolutely stomped, and the Treaty of Versailles basically said, and well, any Britishman can go into the square center of Germany, pick out a German, and then spank that German. That actually probably wasn't on the Treaty of Versailles, but that's how the Germans felt, okay? It was cruel, random, and unusual, okay? And completely unfair, which is why Hitler gathered Benito Mussolini and the current then Emperor of Japan into the Axis to expand Germany's territory and to fulfill his megalomaniacal fantasies of being supreme. Yeah, but the tragic thing is, he could have had the potential to be good. Like, there are a couple facts that you should know about Hitler. He hates communists, rightfully so. He hated alcohol and smoking, and he was a vegan. That's all actually true, but he did it not because he was going to be the good guy. He did it because, well, he wouldn't indulge in the frivolities of the lower races and lower classes, okay? Hey, like I said, he was a nationalist and a megalomaniac. Heck, so he also didn't really have time to do all of that. And Hitler also executed his own Germans, like his own people. Anyone who dared to betray him or the vision of Germany would be executed. And if you didn't worship Hitler specifically by not saying Hail Hitler, you would be executed or put in a concentration camp. Yeah. That, like I said, Hitler may be a person, but yes, vegans did exist. Well, the term vegan didn't exist back then, but anyone who didn't eat meat and ate vegetables was considered a vegan. Okay, the term vegan didn't exist back then, and probably, but people that didn't eat meat and ate vegetables did. And Hitler was one of the people that ate vegetables, I think. But anyways, I hope you see the point. Genghis Khan wanted to change the world for the better, but he built that peace through blood and enforced it with force. And Hitler, he was shaped by the tragic circumstances of his life, the losing of Germany in World War I, and how people constantly disrespected him, including Paul von Hindenburg, who was a popular World War I general. So I hope you see the point. Like, I know this is tiring, babe, but I hope this historical context can help you see the point.
I mean, I guess it does make me see it a little bit. I don't know.
Like the point is, some of us are evil because of the circumstances that happened in our life or around the world, and some of us are evil because of our own choices, and some of us are evil because well, we kill people a lot. But that alone doesn't make us monsters.
True.
Okay?
Yeah.
That just makes us bad people. What truly makes us monsters is embracing our sin, embracing the fact that we are evil, and continue to do it just for the sake of being evil. Like I got to be evil through my own choices, and I got to repent from those bad and evil choices and learn from them. Genghis Khan and Hitler had no such luxury because they were consumed in their wrath and their pride. Like wrath and pride may be the worst of the deadly sins, but those alone don't turn you into the devil. What will turn you into the devil is embracing your sin, becoming truly, truly evil. And those are just our point of views and historical point of views from two of the most megalomaniacal conquerors in history. Now, I don't know, Mitzi. I don't know. I don't want to get into the Russian Revolution. We've been on history for a while. Okay?
Yeah. Maybe we should start talking more about Lulu.
Oh, not just Lulu. Okay?
Yeah.
You know the allegations between Wilbur Soot and Shelby?
Wait, what?
Who are those guys?
Who?
Shelby Shubble and Wilbur Soot. Two YouTubers that I watch. And this will absolutely shock and disgust you.
Well, I don't really know who those are, but
yeah, I don't know them either. But what did they do?
Well, Wilbur, as it turns out, was kind of an awful and greedy person. But he's still a person. Like, as it turns out, he and Shelby used to date, and the internet never knew about it. And during that time, Wilbur neglected Shelby and abused her, which kind of don't make sense.
What
Actually, wait, no,
the
that makes perfect
fuck?
sense.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Generally, what the fuck?
and Wilbur isn't even the worst. Okay,
Maybe.
like,
I mean, how do you know that?
because Sniper Wolf exists, aka Leah, and worst
Oh, yeah,
of all,
I heard about her.
Lulu.
Huh?
Okay, Lulu.
Oh,
You know, like Will, he may have been he may have been slightly lazy, living in filth, having an ant infestation in his home and doing nothing about it, and being kind of mean to his friends and only caring about his money, and some of his ex-band members, yes, Wilbur Soot was in a band, and some of his ex-band members supported Shelby, like they helped her out, and they helped her get over her abuse that she had with Wilbur, I think. But like,
well, that's good.
I just can't.
Yeah, that's good.
I just can't believe it. Like,
I just hope she
Wilbur
heals from that.
Yeah, and Wilbur Soot, he wasn't my favorite YouTuber, but I liked him until this abuse. Like, he lost 250,000 subscribers in a month. Like,
Gee.
and then there's Leah, aka Sniper Wolf.
I heard about her.
Yeah, and she is like the actual definition of a whore. Okay?
Wait, what did you say?
What?
Leah, aka Sniper Wolf, is the actual definition of a whore.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. like, hold on. What were the crimes that she committed again, Jasmine?
From what I heard, Leah ghosted one of her fans who had cancer, and even doxed
Jack's films. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one is obvious, but like, she also did.
And she even like when she was on Omegle, she told the boys that are minors that she would show her chest to them if they twerk on camera. I'm not
Well, chalk
Yeah,
that up to the
it's-
sin of lust, everybody.
Yeah.
Chalk that up. And surprisingly, Leah isn't even the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, then there's the almost devil Lulu.
Mhm.
Like Lulu isn't a bad person, but she's
I
not quite a. But they're not quite a monster. Okay, what makes
Yeah.
a person a monster is embracing their evil. So tell me, does Lulu embrace their evil? Do they embrace their 6 of the 7 deadly sins?
I don't think they do. I don't know.
Well, yep. What the fuck indeed, Mitzi.
Yeah.
What the
And
fuck
also,
indeed.
and also for what? And I thought the Creep Show drama was the worst.
Yep. And you also want to know something?
But
Y'all know how I browse around on DeviantArt looking for good pieces of art, right?
Wait, who?
wait, what?
I've told you this before. Like, I go on to DeviantArt and look at certain pieces of art and have a certain obsession with it, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, oh my god, Jasmine.
I'm in the
What?
bathroom. Continue.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry. But anyways, as I was saying, I've encountered some AI artists that would rip off other people.
Oh, yeah.
And create not safe for work art. But
Oh yeah.
I've actually encountered some I've actually encountered some porn artists that were actually good people. Yeah, I know, but they don't do it for some sort of kinky pleasure. They do it to make money and survive. Okay? They do it as a living, and you know what? The comment sections are actually full of support. Okay, like I found good people in a bad place somehow. And like some of these porn artists were wrongfully accused of drawing minors, and well, they had their accounts shut down and their way to make money absolutely offline. So yeah, like that kind of goes to show that no matter how good you portray yourself, we all have an underlying darkness.
True.
Yeah.
Like the people who are ramming Wilbur or about his abuse towards Shelby, like they're being mean to him not just because he's being a bad person, but because he's being human. He's being a person. Like, if we all were all perfect, we would be boring, okay? If we were all squeaky clean on the surface, we would be suppressing our dark emotions and our dark urges, okay? The reason why people subscribe to me is because I'm a real person. I'm authentic. I value their opinions. I have my own dark side. Okay?
Yes.
I'm not a squeaky clean person on the surface.
Yep.
I have done bad things and I regret them. But the reason why I'm not a monster is because I want to redeem myself for my sins. And I hope Wilbur can redeem himself for his sins. But as for Leah, aka Sniper Wolf, and Lulu, if they don't change, then I fully support them going to hell. Okay? People who are evil and continue to be evil just for the sake of it, yeah, I'm gonna shoot them with a Glock 19 and carpet bomb them. Yeah. I mean, that's the power of being an American, baby.
Yes.
Freedom. And having fun.
For people who are literally like people who are praised on children, they all know that we don't take people that lightly. We just go harshly on them.
Yeah. And even though we started dating when you were 17, that doesn't mean I was some sort of child predator. It just means that we were being romantic, right, Jasmine?
Yeah.
Good. And you know, I can't believe I said all that despite having no degrees in philosophy. Okay? like you want to know how I got my skills in philosophy?
What?
Watching TV and playing games. Of
course.
And not just playing games and watching TV. Watching good TV and playing good games. Okay? Like, I may be one part Blackfoot and all parts American, but that doesn't mean I don't know what good quality is, and that doesn't mean I'm violent all the time. Okay? Like, one of the reasons why I wanted to create my channel and make it a variety channel is because I wanted to have freedom. Not like American style freedom, but just freedom in general, to do what I want and be who I want and have fun doing it. Okay? Like, if you see the view counts and the like counts on my channel, well, I don't do this for the fame. Okay? In fact, I don't expect to get fame. And like, one of my videos literally got 20,000 views, and that was just a little throwaway video I made with low effort. Okay?
Yeah.
But hey, it also shows my resourcefulness that I can make anything work using iPad using my iPad and crappy editing software. Actually, Jasmine, I forgot.
Huh.
What core motivations made you want to create your channel?
I wanted to I it's like something I want to I've seen the the gotcha YouTubers I like doing their videos, and it's even the animation is like, okay, I don't know how to explain that.
They were fantastic?
Yeah,
Ah.
and I decided to try it on my own. It was I did got some of them are inspirational. I did give credits to them.
Good. You found inspiration to do your channel, and you decided to find your passion in it, which was art and sometimes animation.
Yep.
I'm not an artist or an animator, but I am a storyteller, and I am a script writer and a characterizer. And even though I don't do art or animation, I do have an eye for design. Okay, hey, like I'm technically more into the three-dimensional arts, like jewelry and sculpting, and as it turns out, I'm actually pretty good at it. And even though it's not what I truly want to do, I do find some genuine passion in it. I find genuine passion in making beautiful jewelry out of mere pieces of copper scrap and 20-inch long cords and plastic beads. Okay, that's not much to make a beautiful jewel, but I made beautiful jewels for the love of my life and for myself as special trophies to my skill.
In fact, we actually made a necklace together.
Technically, it's a wire woven bead pendant, but
yeah, but I had like a gem that a friend gave to me, and we made that into a pendant.
Yeah, and she and I made that pendant because we had nothing else to do. Like, the teacher in our jewelry class has gone, and there was a substitute.
Well, yeah, she was pretty much gone for like a week.
And without her, we couldn't do some soldering or glass cutting or welding assignments. So we just decided
Not to mention, I think that was one of the reasons why we didn't have like a final.
Yeah, our last assignment was soldering together some earrings. And you know what? Even though I had a lot of struggles doing that, I made my soldered earrings as good as I can get them, and they're in a bag somewhere. You know what? I probably should have went on to one of my backup or secondary channels and posted pictures of those jewels. Like, I also made this. I also made this okay, this tree of life pendant. Like, it was a glass cutting assignment that we did it, and for me, it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, like, oh, I'm so glad with what I created, and I called that tree of life pendant Petrogor 5. Yeah, because like the colors in it remind me of the colors from the areas I find in Risk of Rain 2, which take place on the planet of Petrogor 5. And in fact, later today, I'm supposed to be hanging out with one of my PlayStation friends, Nomoso, to work together with him and complete the game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in fact,
something. Oh yeah, how's jewelry class going for you right now, babe?
I haven't done anything, and it's really lonely without you there.
yeah, we don't have that class together anymore, by the way.
Yeah, she's in she's in Japanese now.
Which I'm really excited to get back into because I haven't been doing much of that in a while, and I probably should keep on learning.
Well then, and in fact, if you really want to learn some Japanese, I really wish that I wish that I had some sort of I wish I was like sometimes sponsored by Babbel or some sort of high class learning app language. I mean high class language learning app. Sorry, y'all know Babbel, right? From the ads? And how you can learn any language you want.
I mean, okay, I actually do have a Rosetta Stone.
Definitely.
Oh. Which is what exactly, babe?
I think it's like an app that
Babe? Jasmine?
Can you hear me?
Oh God! I got
Sorry.
me there.
Oh, hey,
Sorry,
Max.
Oh, hey, Max.
Oh! Hey, Max!
Hey, Max.
Oh my God,
Wait, hold
so
on.
weird.
Jasmine,
You know
want
what?
to invite him?
Yeah, hold on. Hey, Max, you want to join the stream?
Yeah, come on in. That was so weird. You know what? Just forget what I said.
What did you say?
Okay, so it's an app that my dad and I downloaded.
It's funny.
So that I can,
I was literally setting up for my MP Superstars. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so it's an app that my dad and I downloaded so that I could learn so that I can learn some French and German words when I go on my school trip this summer.
Yeah. In fact, another way to learn Japanese is by watching subbed anime. Trust me,
Yeah, that too. That was weird. I am so sorry about that.
You know, earlier I was saying how some people have, even though they put up good performances and are good people, they have an underlying darkness that either they sometimes suppress or keep hidden. But the same is true for the opposite. Like, some people may portray themselves as like shady thieves or con artists or homeless men or even freaking porn artists, but if you look deeper, you'll find out that they're actually good people with personality, needs, their own wants and desires, and why they have to do it. It's either for money, that they need to survive, or just their own survival in general. Like, even though some of us are good people on the surface, we all have an underlying darkness that wants to consume and take over us. But the same is true for the opposite. If you're like a dark and shady and probably bad person on the outside, if you dig deeper, you might just find a little glimmer of hope. And I guess the reason why people are bashing Wilbur and Leah and Lulu for what they've done is because, well, they initially portrayed themselves as good people, and others want to continue to see good people as good people. Well, and if they dare to break that mask, if they dare to do something bad or evil in the slightest, then they will die. Then they will metaphorically dunk you and send hate comments your way. I mean,
yeah.
Something else I forgot to talk about was Glitch. the people that made Meta Runner, Sunset Paradise, The Amazing Digital Circus, and one of my favorite all-time indie series, Murder Drones. Like,
yeah, I
like
love that show so much.
Yeah, in fact, there's some drama going around right now just for one little accident.
Wait, what exactly?
What is it exactly?
In the SMG4 channel, which is like Glitch's original channel before they got into indie animation, one of their characters, Tari, specifically her voice actor was replaced.
Oof.
Like her first voice actor was replaced without the first voice actor even knowing it. And it's not because Glitch or SMG4 were being mean. It's because, well, they were kind of stupid and forgot to tell her that she was being replaced. So
why in the world was she being replaced from the start?
Well, because SMG4 Tari's original voice actor is a teacher and a mother, also known as being real freaking busy, and well, I guess Glitch and SMG4 themselves were too busy, and they kind of forgot to tell her that her voice actor that Tari's voice actor was being replaced. And people got really mad about that, and people are unsubscribing from SMG4 and Glitch for just one little idiotic mistake. Something that they can learn from.
I'm not going to really blame them for that. If it's just one little mistake, I'm not going to blame them.
Yeah, but sometimes people hate it when their favorite YouTubers make one mistake. Okay?
And it's just one mistake, okay? I don't think anyone should be getting mad at them for that.
Yeah, but like, I made a bunch of mistakes and learned from them, and you know what? I have some haters out there, but honestly, I don't really care about them.
Yes.
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, I'm pretty sure any YouTuber would have like some haters.
I do too.
But honestly, those haters are actually kind of beneficial for. Those haters are actually kind of beneficial for me. Like, because of their opinions, because of their hateful opinions, combine that with the positive views I get, I am viewed as a realistic human being. Imperfect and relatable to my audience. And those dislikes are actually more recognized by YouTube than likes. Okay, the dislikes will actually make me more popular. Not like positively or negatively popular, just generally more popular. And honestly, if you want to dislike me, okay?
Yeah.
It will only mean I get more popular.
Oh, and also, speaking of Murder Drones, some news about the next episode just came out.
Oh yeah, I know. I also watched it. I also saw it last night.
And I am so excited.
Yeah, and you know what? I hope the wait will be worth it because like both episodes got delayed again.
Yeah.
So and there are some rumors going around that episodes 7 and 8 are going to be like 40 minutes long. I don't know if that's true, but I honestly hope it is, and that those 40 minutes will be well worth it, and they won't waste our time.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, Murder Drones, it gets an honest 8.5 out of me, because, well, I might like it, and it's fantastic. It has flaws, like being an indie series. Okay? It may have quality over quantity, but, it just takes so long for the episodes to come out, and not everything is refined, especially the script and certain character and plot moments. Like, Murder Drones may focus on its characters first, but that doesn't mean plot and story and the development of those characters aren't important, okay? While it is a wise decision to start with the characters first, it's also a wise decision to focus on the plot, story, and lore secondary. Okay.
I'd honestly, I think I'd give it at least a 9 out of 10 for me.
Well, glad to know that you love it just as much as I do, babe.
Thanks.
But you also want to know something specifically about the Amazing Digital Circus? Just why? Okay, why are people trying to constantly take advantage of the Amazing Digital Circus's fame, even though it's like barely even relevant anymore? Like it was relevant for like 3 or 6 months, but like that has long since passed, and there are still content farm channels producing cringe videos about the Amazing Digital Circus, and Gooseworks hates it. Okay?
Yeah,
like I've seen the cringe. Okay? I really have. And I don't know why, but the Murder Drones fandom and the Amazing Digital Circus fandom are bad. Okay, like the only Murder Drones fans that I found were actually good were critics. Specifically indie animation critics. Like, babe, you and me might be the only good fans of the Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones. Okay? We might be the only good fans. Well, us plus the critics, but you get what I mean, okay? The Murder Drones community is very cringy and kind of toxic. Like, why? Just why?
I mean,
yeah, it's popular,
I might have
but
a few guesses, but I'm not gonna say them.
you know what my guesses are?
What?
Those people are probably cringy teenagers. And specifically cringy teenagers that are probably freshmen that don't understand Murder Drones. Like, they love it, but they don't understand it, which is why I find a whole bunch of cringy material lately. like there aren't too many good Murder Drones or the Amazing Digital Circus fans. And even the ones that are fans are practically you, me, a few artists, and the critics. Specifically the indie animation critics. Like, have you seen those shows, Jasmine?
What?
Have you seen Murder Drones and the Amazing Digital Circus?
I have seen the Murder Drones, but I know the Digital Circus as well.
Well, what do you think of them? Like as shows?
They were good. They were okay.
And what do you think of their respective fandoms?
Yeah, they're good.
They're not. Okay, they're not.
I mean, I mean, they're not the best, but I don't think they're the worst.
Yeah, that much is true. Okay, I've seen far cringier fandoms, like My Hero Academia. Okay, the fandom of that show is extremely cringy and terrible.
Yeah, I don't think I want to see it.
But sorry.
And also, I seen the Toby Majestic drama. She also drew Todoroki from My Hero Academia and then not the NSW art, and Todoroki is 16.
Oh.
And she's defending it, saying that she didn't know his age, and the other things that he was aged up, which it doesn't make any sense. And she also tried to phrase it that she is making a dark piece about abuse, which what? And also the tag that she used on Twitter with the art was "hit him harder."
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why did I think that was funny? That should not have been funny to me.
No,
was
it's
uncomfortable.
not.
It made me uncomfortable to look at,
Yeah.
even just me saying it out loud. Because knowing that Todoroki is literally 16.
Yeah.
Like, if people are gonna make the NSFW they should have looked up the characters' ages before doing it. Like, if they wanted to do something inappropriate, I thought they could have like kept it to the adult contents to themselves and private, not in front of children.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
we've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Do you think we should continue with the live stream or end it here? Because I'm getting kind of tired and kind of want to do my own thing for a bit.
Yeah, and plus, I gotta hang out with. I gotta talk about I gotta hang out with Nomaso and do our little Risk of Rain 2 game.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you think after I'm done hanging out with Nomaso, we could like hang out later today?
At what time?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess
See you, everyone.
bye.
Bye.
Love you. Mwah.
Love you, babe. Mwah.